100 sacks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, in 109 games, second fastest ever. What was that like for you?
It's hard to process everything right now. It really isn't cliche. It's just like so much is happening in season. I'm so in the mix of each and every week trying to have great days, trying to make sure that the next game I have a sack or an impact play, that you're not able to truly sit back on the couch and like think about it all. And I think that's what the off season, I'm sure I'll have time to do that, sit down with my brothers and reflect, but I'm not doing that right now.
Man, 109 games, but you're the second fastest because Reggie White did it
Yeah, it's
in
incredible.
96 games. When you think about what he brought to the game, what comes to mind?
Dominance, just pure dominance. If you look at his stats, old film, it's just pure dominance. It's crazy. He was throwing around grown men making plays left and right.
What does it feel like to get home, take down a quarterback?
It's a great feeling. I tell people all the time, you like early in my career, especially like even like 100, it's like one of those moments you're trying to, you don't want to say you're thinking about it, but you are. And when you get it, you just kind of black out and have this moment of just like pouring everything out because you put so much effort into it. And I'm big on having that celebration or celebrating the successes because it's so hard. It's just so difficult to make plays in this league. I have so much respect for the opponents and how much they game plan against us that when you make a play, you have to act like a kid again because this is the ultimate kid's game.
Yeah, and they're game planning against you specifically. What do you think it says about you and how you've approached your career that you were able to reach that milestone so quickly?
Means I have a lot of great players around me, a lot of great coaches schematically, a great support system in my family, my wife, my brothers, friends to keep me grounded. And it's not just me in all of this. It's trying to live up to all the expectations of being JJ and Derek Watt's younger brother and just working hard. I'm so fortunate to have the blueprint of what it takes to be successful in the NFL, and I understand how short this amount of time it is to be a football player. I don't want to take a single day for granted, and I really do love this game.
I understand there is a brothers text chain, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that is comprised of what?
There's just Derek, my brother, and I, and it's a lot of nephew pictures. And for me, all I'm sending is dog pictures right now. But,
soon that's going to change.
Yeah, soon that'll change.
Yes.
But it's so cool to stay in the loop with my brothers because they see life through they're the only people that can see life through my eyes and how I see it. And specifically JJ on the football field, he's the only guy that truly knows how I look at the game, and we look at it the same way, we study film the same way, we talk about it, and it's just awesome to have someone to go through it with, and that's why it was so special when Derek was here, and that's why it's special right now. JJ's retired, so he has the time to really watch my film, and we can break things down.
Is he burning up your phone?
He calls me all the time, because he used to always call me, and I'm like, dude, you're in your car calling me, like, you're just trying to burn time. And now, like, he's actually, like, they're more meaningful conversations, it's not just car ride conversation.
He sits at 114 and a half sacks, so definitely his mark, family bragging rights, is on the horizon. How satisfying will that be for you,
I don't know.
brother?
I mean, he has a lot of things to brag about over me. He had a hell of a career, and obviously had some injuries throughout his career as well, but there's hanging nothing over anybody's head. I'm just so fortunate to have him want to help me make my career longer and teach me the things that he thinks he did wrong that could help me do better as far as training and things in the off season.
Yeah, like what?
I think just like an example of that is like every decision that I make going forward in like the weight room and off season training is, if I had to explain it to Mike Tomlin, would it make sense? Like, Mike T, I got hurt, I was trying to bench press 450 pounds, and he'd be like, why were you doing that? And I'd be like, it doesn't make me a better football player. Yes, it makes me stronger, but at this point in my career, I'm just trying to knee, ankle, hip mobility. Yes, I'm still trying to gain strength, but everything that I do, I'm trying to being the best football player that I can in my mind, and I want to make this last as long as possible.
I've heard you're extremely regimented.
Mm-hmm. I'm just very specific on what time. I get in the facility 7:10 every day. I eat breakfast. I'm out of the breakfast by 7:30. I'm in the cold tub by 7:30 to 7:40, and then I go up and watch film at 8, and then 8:30 is meetings till whenever we have lunch, and then right after we have walkthrough, I have to get my lunch at a certain time. But it's not like if I don't do these things, I'm gonna go crazy. It's all about consistency. It's about having months years and seasons of great success and doing it over time when people are trying to game plan against you. When the lights come on, I know that I did everything that I possibly could so that I'm ready for battle. And I know that the guy across from me most likely didn't do the things that I did throughout the week. I just want everything to fall in line because I've worked so hard. You put everything into this one day, and
that's what it takes to have that sustained excellence.
Yeah, and that's
right?
the thing. As I get older, it's not always about doing more necessarily, because I don't want to put more wear and tear on my body, but it's still getting the mental reps and the little things, the walkthroughs and being locked in and taking notes and still trying to extract as much as I can from the game.
Okay, so what's your headspace? Like, how do you get into the right mentality then?
On like game day, or
on game day?
On game day, yeah, I'd like to kind of be calm as possible all the way until like I get in my car to go to the stadium, because like I don't want to waste all the hype before I get to the stadium. But then I just kind of, as soon as I walk into the facility or the stadium, my dad always said you have to have a switch, an on and off switch, and that's just when you're off the field, you're a kind, stand-up citizen. You go out in the community, and then when you turn into an animal on game day, pretty much. And a lot of people around here will say that I'm just a totally different person on game day, and I think that's where I draw that from.
I saw JJ like present you with because you're going to have a baby,
yeah.
and in February he presented you with like a cute little jersey,
yeah.
right, with dad on it, and
yeah.
you really gave him a hard time about messing with your headspace. You know, you were supposed to have your game face on at that point, but
yeah, because like these interviews are new this year, and he called me the week of and he said they want you to do this interview. Just please like try to be cordial with me. I know you don't want to do this at all. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it at all, but you're my brother. It'll be a cool piece. I'll look back. He always says you'll look back on it and really appreciate it, and he's true. It's always true, but in the moment, you always think it's the most, like it is. You put everything into this one day throughout the whole week, and it's the most important thing at that time. So when something throws off that rhythm, you act like it's going to mess up your whole day, which obviously it didn't that day, but that's just kind of where my head's at with things, is I just want everything to fall in line because I've worked so hard to that point.
It seems like people talk about quarterback and coach combinations, but for you, the combination with Mike Tomlin, the way he coaches and who he is, seems really special.
Yeah, it is. And I think you have to also include Carl Dunbar and Denzel Martin in that conversation for me personally, just because that's who I'm with day to day along with Mike Tomlin. And it's Blitzburg. It is. People understand who we are. They understand what we do. And we're basically asking them if they can stop it. And we're not shying away from that. We have a strong identity. We've had a strong identity for years. You look around this place, you see all the greats that have come before us, who have laid the foundation, and it's on us to continue that legacy.
Being a pass rusher in Pittsburgh, that's a thing. I mean, that's iconic. You're talking legacy stuff. And you got here, and James Harrison was here, right? So you were able to be together for that rookie season. What impact did he and those who came before him have on you?
Huge. I remember we were in Kansas City, and like he wasn't playing a lot of reps,
right.
But in Kansas City, it was one of those situations where we needed a big play, and they were like, Debo, get in there. And I think within like 3 snaps, he had a sack fumble, and I was like, that's it. That's the it factor. That's the clutch. That's what people look for, and that's what the 3-4 Pittsburgh outside linebacker position is for this city. Is I'm not looking to have that recognition, but I am looking to every single play I have an opportunity to create splash, as we call it, which is a interception, a sack fumble, or a fumble recovery, to impact games as much as possible. And this defense is set up for us to have those opportunities, and it's just about seizing them when they come.
Cam Hayward on Monday night is going to play in his 202nd
It's crazy.
game, more than any defensive player in the history
Really?
of this franchise. That's pretty amazing.
It is.
I know you guys are friends. What makes him special?
Record this, Cam.
Here you go, Cam. This is for you.
I have so much respect for Cam Hayward. From the moment that I came into this building, there was no I'm better than you, no rookie hazing, none of that. It was, you're going to help us win football games, let me show you the ropes. And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. He's like my work big bro. We have such a cool relationship. He's been so dominant for so long, And I mean so long, Cam.
So long.
But it's crazy if the guy wants to get to the quarterback, we call him the 3500 Dodge Ram because he just puts it into high gear and just bull rushes the guard right back to the quarterback and is always there to make a big play for us, set the tone, have great speeches, have those fired up moments. And nobody knows more about being a Pittsburgh Steelers on this roster than Cam Hayward.
I know you sacked Russ Wilson, certainly when he was an opposing
Oh,
quarterback.
yeah.
So what does he bring?
He
table?
brings leadership, and anytime you talk about a great player, a Super Bowl champion, it's consistency. It is, and Russ is the same guy each and every day. He's always working hard. He wants to be there for the team. He wants to be a leader, and I think that's what's led to so much success for him.
What was the messaging to the defense, given the inconsistency of the quarterback situation here?
As a defender, all I can do is control what I can control, but also having faith that Mike T or Art Smith, they're going to put together a great game plan no matter who's at quarterback. We have no reason not to buy into Mike T. And he's earned that respect from us. We all care about winning and success here in Pittsburgh.